We all know how important it is to take care of our bodies. But what about our minds? Just like our physical health, our mental well-being is crucial for living a happy and fulfilling life. Mental health affects how we think, feel, and interact with the world around us. Yet, despite its significance, mental health often gets pushed aside. Acknowledging our feelings rather than suppressing them is the first step towards building a healthier relationship with our minds.
In a world that's constantly demanding our attention, finding peace within can feel like an impossible task. It's easy to get swept away in the current of daily life, our minds racing from one thought to the next without ever pausing to simply be. Meditation isn't about emptying your mind or silencing your thoughts completely. Imagine your mind as a bustling city street. Thoughts are like cars constantly coming and going. Meditation is like finding a quiet park bench in the midst of that bustling city. You sit down, observe the activity, but don't engage with it. This practice of mindfulness, of cultivating present moment awareness, is at the heart of meditation. Meditation, at its core, is a journey of self-discovery. It's about learning to be present with yourself, with your thoughts and feelings, without judgment or resistance. Each time you sit down to meditate, you're giving yourself a precious gift, the gift of presence, of self-connection, and of inner peace.
Mental health, just like physical health, is a dynamic and ever-changing aspect of our being. It's about finding a sense of balance within ourselves, an equilibrium that allows us to navigate the complexities of life with resilience and grace. Think of it like walking a tightrope. There will be moments when you feel steady and centered, and moments when you waver or stumble. The key is to not judge yourself for these fluctuations, but to cultivate the inner strength and flexibility to regain your balance. At the heart of mental well-being lies self-awareness, the ability to tune into our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors without judgment. Self-awareness empowers us to make conscious choices that support our mental health, rather than reacting impulsively from a place of stress or fear. Self-awareness is like the rudder, allowing you to navigate those winds, to adjust your sails, and to steer your ship in the direction you want to go. Cultivating self-awareness requires a willingness to turn inward, to pay attention to the subtle cues from our bodies and minds. Just as our physical health can sometimes falter, so too can our mental well-being. Some common indicators include persistent feelings of sadness, anxiety, or irritability, changes in sleep patterns or appetite, difficulty concentrating or making decisions, social withdrawal, and loss of interest in activities that were once enjoyable. It's crucial to remember that experiencing these signs doesn't mean we're weak or broken. There are numerous resources available to support our mental health, including therapy, support groups, and online resources.
In our fast-paced, always connected world, finding moments of true stillness can feel like a luxury we can't afford. Meditation offers a pathway back to ourselves, a sanctuary of stillness amidst the chaos of daily life. It's about learning to be present with ourselves, exactly as we are, in the midst of life's inevitable ups and downs. We notice our thoughts and emotions, acknowledge them, but don't get carried away by them. One of the most common misconceptions about meditation is that it's about emptying the mind, about achieving a state of complete thoughtlessness. Instead of trying to silence our thoughts, Meditation invites us to shift our relationship to them. Rather than getting caught up in the whirlwind of our thoughts, we learn to observe them with a sense of detachment, like watching cars passing by on a busy street. This practice of observation, of non-judgmental awareness, is at the heart of meditation. As we become more familiar with the landscape of our minds, we begin to notice certain thoughts or patterns of thinking that keep us stuck. Meditation offers a powerful tool for breaking free from these negative thought patterns, not by suppressing them, but by learning to let them go. Imagine you're holding onto a helium balloon. The balloon represents a negative thought that's weighing you down. Meditation is like gently loosening your grip on that balloon, allowing it to float away without resistance.
I'll be honest, when I first heard about meditation, I was skeptical. My mind was always racing, and the idea of silencing that inner chatter felt impossible. But then, a few years ago, I was going through a particularly stressful period in my life. A friend suggested I try meditation. Desperate for peace, I reluctantly downloaded a meditation app and committed to trying it for just 5 minutes a day. The first few sessions were comical, but I stuck with it, even if it meant spending most of those 5 minutes wrangling my runaway thoughts. Gradually, something started to shift. I began to notice that those 5 minutes of stillness were becoming the most peaceful part of my day. It wasn't that my thoughts magically disappeared, but I was learning to observe them without judgment. I noticed that I was less reactive to stress, more patient with myself and others, and more present in my everyday life. The benefits extended beyond my mental state. I started sleeping better, my digestion improved, and I even felt more energized throughout the day. Life doesn't stop throwing challenges our way just because we've discovered meditation. But what I've learned through my practice is that it's not about avoiding those challenges, it's about facing them with a calmer, more centered mind. Meditation has equipped me with the tools to navigate life's ups and downs with greater resilience and grace. I still experience stress, anxiety, and moments of self-doubt, but now I have the awareness to observe them without letting them dictate my reactions. My journey with meditation has been a process of self-discovery, of learning to cultivate inner peace and resilience in a world that often feels anything but peaceful. It's not always easy, and there are days when I'd rather hit the snooze button than sit with my thoughts. But I always come back to it because I know the transformative power it holds. Meditation is a gift you give yourself, a sanctuary of stillness amidst the chaos of life.
Beyond the self-meditation's ripple effect. It's easy to think of meditation as a solitary practice, something we do for ourselves in the quiet of our own homes. And while it's true that meditation offers profound personal benefits, its impact extends far beyond the individual. Like a stone dropped into a still pond, the ripples of a consistent meditation practice spread outward, influencing our relationships, our communities, and even the world around us. When we cultivate inner peace and presence through meditation, we naturally become more patient, more compassionate, and more understanding in our interactions with others. We're less likely to react impulsively or to take things personally. We're more present in conversations, more attentive to the needs of others, and more forgiving of ourselves and those around us. This shift in our way of being doesn't go unnoticed by those around us. Our families, friends, and colleagues may begin to see a difference in our demeanor, our communication style, and our ability to navigate challenging situations with greater ease. And as we embody these qualities of presence, compassion, and understanding, we inspire those around us to do the same. Cultivating compassion, from self to others. One of the most beautiful aspects of meditation is its ability to cultivate compassion, both for ourselves and for others. As we sit with our thoughts and emotions, we develop a deeper understanding of the complexities of the human experience. we begin to see that everyone, including ourselves, is doing the best they can with the tools they have. This practice of self-compassion is essential for mental well-being. When we're constantly criticizing ourselves, judging our thoughts and actions, we create a breeding ground for stress, anxiety, and self-doubt. But when we approach ourselves with kindness and understanding, we create space for healing, growth, and self-acceptance. And as we cultivate self-compassion, it naturally extends outward to encompass others. We become more empathetic to the struggles of those around us, less judgmental of their shortcomings, and more willing to offer support and understanding. We recognize that everyone is fighting their own battles, and we approach each interaction with a greater sense of kindness and compassion. A more mindful world. Creating a wave of presence. Imagine a world where more people practiced meditation, where mindfulness was woven into the fabric of our daily lives. It might seem like a utopian dream, but even small acts of presence can create a ripple effect, spreading outward to touch the lives of those around us. When we bring mindfulness to our interactions, even seemingly mundane encounters become opportunities for connection and compassion. A smile shared with a stranger, a listening ear offered to a friend in need, a moment of gratitude for the beauty around us. These small acts of presence can brighten someone's day and create a sense of shared humanity. As more individuals embrace mindfulness, it has the potential to transform our communities and institutions. Imagine workplaces that prioritize employee well-being, schools that teach mindfulness techniques to students, and healthcare systems that integrate meditation into patient care. These are just a few examples of how a collective shift towards presence and compassion could create a more peaceful, just, and compassionate world.
Ready to start your meditation journey? Congratulations! Taking that first step is a powerful act of self-care. You don't need fancy equipment or experience. Just carve out a little space and time for yourself. Start small, even 5 minutes a day helps. Choose a time that works best for you. Find a quiet space without distractions. Close your eyes and focus on your breath. Observe the natural rhythm of your inhales and exhales. Finding your meditation style. Experiment and explore. There's no single right way to meditate. Adapt meditation to suit your needs and lifestyle. Experiment and explore different techniques. Guided meditations are great for beginners. Countless apps and resources offer guided meditations. These provide gentle instructions and soothing voices. Mindfulness meditation involves observing thoughts without judgment. Simply observe whatever arises in your awareness. Notice thoughts with curiosity and acceptance. Embracing the journey, patience, persistence, and self-compassion. Learning to meditate takes time, patience, and self-compassion. There will be days when your mind feels like a whirlwind of thoughts, when you can't seem to sit still, or when you fall asleep mid-meditation. The key is to not judge yourself or give up. Acknowledge those experiences with kindness and guide your attention back to your breath. Remember, meditation is a practice, not a performance. The journey itself is the reward. Be patient with yourself, celebrate your progress, and don't be afraid to ask for support when you need it.
As we bring this conversation about mental well-being and meditation to a close, let's reflect on our journey. We've explored the importance of prioritizing mental health, recognizing it's a necessity for a fulfilling life. Meditation cultivates inner peace, resilience, and presence. Remember, caring for our mental health is an ongoing journey. Show up for ourselves with compassion and consistency. Nurture our minds with practices that promote stillness and self-awareness. Meditation reconnects us with inner strength and resilience. Join the conversation, sharing our journey to well-being. We've shared our personal experiences and insights throughout this conversation, but it's important to remember that everyone's journey with mental health and meditation is unique. There's no one-size-fits-all approach, and what works for one person may not work for another. That's why we'd love to hear from you. In the comments below, share your thoughts, experiences, and tips for prioritizing mental well-being and incorporating meditation into your daily life. Have you tried meditation before? What challenges have you faced? What benefits have you experienced? By sharing our stories and supporting one another, we create a sense of community and belonging, reminding ourselves that we're not alone on this journey. Together, we can break down the stigma surrounding mental health, inspire one another to prioritize self-care, and create a world where well-being is not a privilege but a right accessible to all. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of mental health and meditation. Remember to be kind to yourselves, prioritize your well-being, and embrace the transformative power of presence in your daily life. We'll see you in our next episode.